It was a tense standoff in Rancho Cordova that ended with a man being shot by officers. Tonight we're learning that man was an innocent bystander. CBS 13's Anjali Hemphill is in Rancho Cordova getting answers on why officers shot the unarmed man.
I think he stepped out to look, and that's when he got shot.
John Sanchez shows us the aftermath in his garage where his son was shot by police.
They went right through the paneling and hit my car. And they kept going and went out the other side of the wall.
Officers responded to Negrara Way on a report that John's next-door neighbor, Ben Ledford, was firing up to 100 machine gun rounds at a home across the street, killing a dog inside the house. Sergeant Jason Ramos says officers arrived to a chaotic scene.
Needless to say, it took us some time to figure out exactly who had what role in this incident.
Ramos says Ledford surrendered not long after officers arrived, but they spotted John's son Danny in the garage next door, holding what they say looked like a gun. Turned out it was just his cell phone.
He went right over that corner, and he stood there with his phone, trying to get some pictures.
But he found himself in the midst of things, and some of his actions were perceived to be threatening.
Ramos says officers fired several shots, hitting Danny in the leg.
They told him they were sorry that he got shot and everything, that they made a mistake.
And just to give you some perspective of the lay of the land here, this is the home where the suspect was shooting that AK-47 out of directly across the street to his neighbor's home that you can see is now riddled with bullets. And next door to the suspect's house, in that garage, is where his neighbor was standing when he was shot by police.
He got too close to where the action was happening.
They didn't have to shoot. That was wrong.
Danny remains hospitalized tonight with non-life-threatening injuries. Meantime, 2 officers who fired are on administrative leave during an internal investigation.
Police shoot man for recording them with phone, claim they feared for their lives. Sheriff's deputies in California claimed they feared for their lives after shooting a man who was filming them from his own garage. The Sacramento Sheriff's deputies shot Danny Sanchez on Friday. Sanchez is currently in the hospital at the UC Davis Medical Center, where he underwent surgery to remove bullet fragments, according to his father, John Sanchez. The shooting occurred when the Sheriff's Department SWAT team showed up to arrest a neighbor, Ben Ledford, 62, after he fired off an illegal machine gun from across the street. When Sanchez saw the incident, and the SWAT team converge, he began recording from his garage. He assumed there wouldn't be any problem, since he was so far away from the incident, on his own property and even out on the edge of the garage. Police say that Sanchez was extending his arm with an object in his hand. That object was a cell phone, Sanchez's father John Sonny Sanchez said. His son was simply trying to videotape the arrest of Ledford. That's when police opened fire on him. He was yelling, "Dad, I'm shot, so I grabbed him inside and closed the garage door. I put a tourniquet around his leg and a clean towel," John Sanchez explained. He pointed out 4 additional bullet holes in his garage as well as several more in his car. "You can see how many shots they did, 1, 2, 3, 4 shooting at my son with a cell phone. Man, that's ridiculous," Sanchez commented. Sergeant Jason Ramos, of the Sacramento County Sheriff's Department. Sergeant Jason Ramos's department said, "I think it's reasonable to think that the officers perceived an immediate threat either to themselves or continued threat to that individual." On top of shooting him and arresting him, Sanchez's home was also searched. But Sergeant Ramos acknowledged Sanchez committed no crime and is not facing any charges whosoever. Watch the local report below.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me, and I'm sick of it. So I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.